Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone, who I learned the truth from and who rule well. Peace and salutations to the 144,000 and the 1/3, the large multitude, unto you say shalom. So today's lesson I want to get into is how you're not supposed to give your strength onto these women. You know, you're not supposed to be, chasing after women and, chasing after ass and titties, but chasing Sophia, there's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's the real woman, there's truth. Because a lot of men have fallen out because of the women. They gave more time to their fleshly woman than their main chick, which is this truth, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. So, first scripture I want to get is book of Proverbs, chapter 31, and verse 3, and it reads, "Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth king." So that's right. When you give your strength to these women, you're taking time away from this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. The true woman. The main chick. And ultimately, a lot of these women destroy men. By having them simp after them. So next scripture I want to get is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26, and it reads, "And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands, whoso pleaseth Yahweh Shai shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her." So yeah, the modern day women, especially the Western women, the Babylonian women is very haughty, very proudful. If anything, is probably the most prideful, creature in the world. You can't tell them anything. You can't, tell them, what to do. They don't need no man. They're boss bitches. And a lot of these men, they get destroyed by those women, because they're snares and nets. They're traps. But Yahweh Shai will deliver the righteous man out of these wicked women. But the wicked man, the sinner, they're going to be taken by her. So next scripture I want to get is Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 23, and it reads, "A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord." Yahweh Shai. So yeah, ultimately the Lord's not going to give you a wicked woman, if you're dwelling in righteousness, but a wicked man, that he's going to be given a wicked woman, which is majority of these women, 99.9% of them, except for the few sisters that are actually following Yahweh Shai. So next scripture I want to get is first Esdras chapter 4 and verse 26, and it reads, "Yeah, many there be that have run out of their wits for women, and become servants for their sakes." Verse 27, "Many also have perished, have erred, and sinned for women." So yeah, that's right. A lot of the Jake, nowadays they're willing to sell out to get these women. They'll sell their soul. They'll do abominations behind closed doors. They'll bend over. They'll bend over for Esau, just to have some clout and be able to deal with these women. The modern day women. But ultimately, they're going off and they're going to be destroyed. That's why a lot of men, they'll sell out to get Eve. A lot of them simp for Eve, and ultimately lose their manhood. So next scripture I want to get is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 28. And it reads, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. So yeah, out of 1,000 men, only one man was found righteous. But out of 1,000 women, not even one. So that's letting you know how wicked these women are. They'll destroy you if you let them. So ultimately you gotta keep this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding first. You gotta keep that the main chick, the main woman. So next scripture, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 2, and it reads, wine and woman will make a man of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth the harlots will become impudent. So yeah, that's right. Those are two of the biggest things that will make, people, in the truth fall out. Wine and women, they'll go simp for these Eves, for these, these harlots. And ultimately they'll become careless and, ultimately be destroyed. Become impudent, careless. So next scripture I want to get is Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 22. And it reads, how long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai had created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And yeah, that's going into, this modern day age. A lot of women, they're above man. They have higher positions, better paid jobs. They're your manager at your job. You got Eve being a police officer. Eve being an astronaut. Eve being a lawyer. All types of, positions that will be considered, over the man. But ultimately that's off. A woman isn't supposed to be above a man. If anything, she's supposed to be under a man. She's supposed to be serving man. That's what the word woman means, servant. That's why she was created, to be a help. So next scripture I want to get is Isaiah 32 and verse 9, and it reads, rise up, you women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail and the gathering shall not come. Yeah, so most majority of these women, they're at ease, they're comfortable, they're not aware of the times. Unlike men, men kind of has an idea of what's going on, but these women are going to get caught by surprise, when all hell breaks loose. And all those women that said that they don't need no man, those are the ones that are going to suffer the most. They're going to get ravished. They're going to get deleted. They're not going to have, child support and food stamps, alimony. It's all going to fail. And that's when they're going to be searching, for the righteous man, the man of the Lord, but they're not going to be able to find him. The next scripture I want to get is Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 21. And it reads, stumble not at the beauty of a woman and desire her not for pleasure. And that's a lot of these men out here, they'll stumble at a woman's beauty, they'll go head over heels and lose sight of what's really important, which is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. There's knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. There's truth. Fearing the Lord. So next scripture I want to get is, this will be the last scripture. It says, Ecclesiasticus chapter 25 and verse 13, and it reads, give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. So the plague of the mind. And ultimately a lot of these men, they're plagued in their mind because of these women. They gave them too much time and attention. They made their wife or their girlfriend the main thing, and didn't make the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding the main chick. So ultimately, they were plagued. They were given over to those vile affection, that reprobate spirit. But that's pretty much for this lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who I learned the truth from, and who well. Peace and salutations to the 144,000 and 1/3, large multitude. Unto you I say Shalom.